The Aramaic Bible in English. Leviticus chapter 14. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This shall be the law for the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought to the priest, and the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look, and if the plague of leprosy is healed in the leper, then the priest shall command to take for him who is to be cleansed 2 birds alive and clean, and cedar wood, and scarlet material, and hyssop. And the priest shall command that one of the birds be killed in an earthen vessel over running water. Then he shall take the living bird, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet dye, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. And he shall sprinkle upon him who is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird fly into the open field. And he who is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes, and shave off all his hair, and bathe himself in water, that he may be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp, but shall tarry outside his tent 7 days. And on the 7th day he shall shave all the hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair he shall shave off. And he shall wash his clothes, and bathe his body in water, and he shall be clean. And on the 8th day he shall take 2 male lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe lamb of the first year without blemish, and 3/10 deals of fine flour for a meal offering, mixed with oil, and 1/2 pint of oil. And the priest who does the cleansing shall present the man who is to be cleansed and those things before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall take 1 male lamb and offer it for a trespass offering, and the 1/2 pint of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And he shall kill the male lamb in the place where he kills the sin offering and the burnt offering in the holy place. For as the sin offering belongs to the priest, so does the trespass offering. It is most holy. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and the priest shall sprinkle it on the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall take some of the oil and pour it into the palm of his own left hand. Then the priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle some of the oil with his finger 7 times before the Lord. And of the rest of the oil that is in his hand, the priest shall sprinkle it upon the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. The rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall pour upon the head of him who is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make the atonement for the man who is to be cleansed from his uncleanliness, and afterward he shall kill the burnt offering. And the priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meal offering upon the altar, and the priest shall make an atonement for him, and he shall be clean. And if he is poor and cannot afford so much, then he shall take 1 lamb for a trespass offering to be waved, to make an atonement for him, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with oil for a meal offering, and a 1/2 pint of oil, and 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he can afford, and the one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering. And he shall bring them on the 8th day for his cleansing to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. And the priest shall take one lamb and the half pint of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. Then he shall kill the lamb of the trespass offering, and the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and sprinkle it upon the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall pour some of the oil into the palm of his own left hand. And the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is in his left hand 7 times before the Lord. And the priest shall sprinkle some of the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him who is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, in the place of the blood of the trespass offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall sprinkle upon the head of him who is to be cleansed, to make an atonement for him before the Lord. And he shall offer one of the turtle doves, or of the young pigeons, such as he can afford. One shall be for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, with the meal offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for him who is to be cleansed before the Lord. This is the law of him in whom is the plague of leprosy, who cannot afford the regular offerings for his cleansing. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession, the owner of the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, It seems to me that there is a plague of leprosy in the house. Then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest shall go into it to see the plague, that all that is in the house may not be made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go in to see the house. And he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with greenish or reddish scales, and appear to be deeper than the wall, then the priest shall go out of the house and stand at the door and observe the house 7 days. And the priest shall come back again on the 7th day, and shall see if the plague has spread in the walls of the house. Then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague of leprosy is, and they shall cast them into an unclean place outside the city. And they shall scrape the house within around about, and they shall throw out the dust that they scrape off outside the city into an unclean place. And they shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones, and they shall take other mortar and plaster the house. And if the plague spreads and breaks out in the house after the stones have been taken away, and after the house has been scraped and plastered, then the priest shall go in and look. And if the plague has spread in the house, it is a malignant leprosy in the house. It is unclean, and they shall demolish the house, its stones, and its timber, and all the mortar of the house, and they shall carry them forth out of the town into an unclean place and burn it with fire. Moreover, he who enters the house while it is shut up shall be unclean until the evening. And he who lies in the house shall wash his clothes, and he who eats in the house shall wash his clothes. And if the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague has not spread in the house after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague has been healed. And he shall Take to cleanse the house 2 birds alive, and clean, and cedar wood, and hyssop, and scarlet material. And the priest shall command, and they shall kill one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. And he shall take the other living bird, the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet material, and dip them in the blood of the bird that was killed, and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the live bird, and with the cedar wood, and with hyssop, and with the scarlet material. But he shall let the live bird fly out of the town into the open field, and make an atonement for the house, and it shall be clean. This law shall be for all manner of plagues of leprosy, and for the plague of leprosy in a garment and of a house, and for a swelling, and for a scab, and for a shiny spot, to distinguish between clean and unclean. This is the law of leprosy.